Well, you can see the walls here. This is the walls of Acre, and hello to you. And suddenly there's no walls, but you can see that there's a line of a wall. And again, walls. And there's kind of a small lagoon. And you can see kind of a waterfall. And what it is, I mean, look how beautiful is the old city of Akko, Acre. And the white buildings that you see there are part of the Baha'is, which are the newest religion in the world. And their basement is actually in Akko. That's where their prophet been imprisoned by the Muslims, and then later on he died here, and he thought a lot about Haifa, and he asked to build the gardens of the Baha'is there. Then in that case he saw it for the prison here, and the white houses are for the disciples who wanted to visit him. But what's that? Until 1291, that wasn't a lagoon. That was part of the dry land. That was a palace, actually not palace, a fortress. A fortress, a huge fortress of with 4 towers that protect everyone. And it was a Crusader fortress of the Templars. And what the Templars actually did here. First of all, the Templars were knights. Secondly, they were the bankers of the world, of the Christian world at that time. If you wanted to go to visit the Holy Land, Church of the Holy Sepulchre, Jerusalem, Nazareth, Sea of Galilee, you usually took a boat from Europe to here. Or you walked all the way through the land, through Syria of today, Jordan, Lebanon of today. But it wasn't safe. What will happen to your money? Then the bankers, Templars, used to get your money at Europe, and you could get it back. Well, less commission, but yes, you can get it back. Then in that matter, that was a huge fortress with 4 towers. On top of each tower, you could see a lion by the size of a huge ball. And covered with gold. They were so rich. And when the Muslims entered to Acre, all of them ran into the fortress here, and from here they ran away to Cyprus, and then to Rhodes, and then to Malta, the Knights of Malta. Here it is. That's a connection. And then somewhere in the history, it was Friday the 13th, they were killed by the king who wanted their money. But that was a huge palace, fortress, bank. And what you cannot see is that there is kind of a port, that the harbor belonged to the king, and they had to pay money to get, to pay tax, but they didn't want to do that. Then in that part right there, as we believe, they had a small port, and they used to take the things from here back to the city. Then it was back to the city. Can you see kind of a waterfall right there? Let's go into the Templar Tunnel, and you will understand what I'm talking about. Look how beautiful it is. A fisherman is heading. I didn't talk about it, but that's Mount Carmel. Elijah he used to be there. Ahab. The false prophets. So many biblical places are here. And one not biblical place is that. You know that Acre is very close to the border of Lebanon, and the Lebanese, the Hezbollah, the terrorists of Lebanon, used to send their missiles, then this is the bomb shelter. Because those houses are old. I'm not sure that they have a kind of a shelter. Then if they hear a siren, they will run into it. But now it's time of peace, then kind of. Then I'm not sure that something bad will happen. Then let's enter to the Templar Tunnel. The tunnels used to, what? First of all, it was found by a mistake. One of the sewage of the houses been, let me see, been damaged, and they had to look for, to repair it, and then they found the tunnel. It's summertime, but because of the war, it's, as you can see, it's empty here. And we are at west-south part of the city. And let's enter to the Templar Tunnel. I have to show you the ticket. Then I will talk with you when I'll be in it. Now, because it's not the original entrance, which, as I believe, used to be there, we have to walk down a little bit. It's a little bit dark, as you can see, but it's still beautiful. It's divided into two. The first part was curved by the bedrock. You can see the bedrock. The other part is it actually was built by the Templars, and the Templar tunnel reached the port of the city. They used tunnels in if they wanted to sneak some merchandise that they brought from the small port that you saw, or it was kind of in wartime they could sneak in or sneak out of the city from here. It's only 350 meters, something like 1,000 feet long. It's not a problem. I'm thinking that place there's kind of a junction, but I'm doing something at the other part. And most of the time you can walk straight. Then it's not supposed to be a problem. And maybe at the ancient time someone looked and see if we did something, if we can walk here or not. And now we can walk it. If you're buying a ticket for the Knights Hall, then that's that place is for free. It's part of the ticket. Forgot to mention that the floor of the Templar fortress was higher at that time. But the Muslims destroy every part of it because they were afraid that they will come back from the same place. And let me tell you that through history, the Crusader did it. The Muslims are not weren't salesmen. Then they prefer to destroy all the fortresses that they saw next to the sea because they knew that it might be a problem. And is that the place that they had a problem, and that's why they found the tunnel, or just because they are pumping the water? If not, we will have to swim here now. Ooh, this is the part that if you are a very short person, then you are really enjoying life. Then you must understand that if you do have difficulties, difficulties, that might be a problem. And let us go outside. And the first thing that you were supposed to see is a very beautiful khan, which is a kind of hotel. The first floor, the merchandise, the salesmen used to sell their things or to live there. יאללה, תודה, אפילו פעם שנייה. בא להתראות, יום נהדר. She said, third time, it's always with ice cream. Then, let me see if you can see something from there. It one day will be a 5-star hotel, but it used to be kind of a place that you can stop and rest. What can I say? What can I say? The port is just behind that wall, but I'm going to the wall. Then you saw a little bit. You know what, let me just show you the port and we will say goodbye there. And that at the time of the Crusader used to be owned by the king. Hallelujah, this is nice.
You want to put there?
No, shukran. I finished my riding horses and camels. That's it. Then that's the port. It was a pleasure to be with you. I'm always trying to do that short, but it's never happened to me. Then this is as short as I could. Thank you very much for being with me here. See you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe.